Hey, Coach Richard here with something that's fundamental and very important, and you're going to probably take it and just cast it off. But it is the absolute positive foundation of all success. That is how we speak to ourselves. Words. Words mean things. Bruce Lee was once quoted as saying, words cast spells. And I've seen it over and over again. In my business these days, when I'm working with people that are trying to lose weight, if they keep going around, I'm fat, you're not fat, okay? You're just in your present state, but you are on a journey of weight loss. People are dealing with things like sore knees and sore hips and just sort of semi-arthritic. Hey, my knees are sore, my knees are sore. No, 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 no. Again, you are on a pathway to rehabilitation of those joints. You're feeling better, you're getting better, you're taking care, you're paying attention. That's what's up. I'm too tired. Well, you know what? You tell yourself that over and over again, and you are going to be too tired. Hey, it's too cold. Well, if you tell yourself that over and over again when you go out, it's going to be too cold. Hey, I'm too broke. Well, if you tell yourself that over and over again, you're going to stay too broke. Words mean things. Words mean things. In athletics, we just saw it with Rory McIlroy in the Masters this weekend. What a just battle of his own mind he had to go through. You could see those dips and stuff. You could see how he tended then to go away and isolate himself, how to have self-talk, work at himself being a better man, a better player, a champion, which he was. One of, I think, 5 people ever to win all the majors, right? The Grand Slams. That's what he did. I mean, what a successful triumph. But I've seen it in great track athletes. I've seen it in great combat sports folks. I've seen it in the Tom Brady's in football. Words mean things. In our life, in our daily life, words mean things. The way that we speak with our children, words mean things. But importantly, how you speak to yourself. Because if you speak to yourself in a positive, affirming, I don't mean just weak, non-meaningful affirmations. I'm talking about from here, just from here, that you are already a champion before you are. You are already wealthy before you are. You are already free before you are. You are already taking your children and world schooling them. You are already getting ready to run to the top of Pikes Peak. What do you mean you can't run to the top of Pikes Peak? You're on the journey to run to the top of Pikes Peak if you choose to do that. Words mean things. Words mean things. Let me repeat it one more time. Words mean things. And just remember, all thought are things. Everything that exists in the world was first a thought. Everything, except the world itself. But I mean, anything that you see that is made by mankind was first a thought. And that thought came from words. Thought, words. Get it down. Turn around and create. Well, we create our own life too. I have to keep doing this because it doesn't want to follow me. We have to do that. We have to create our future. We have to create our present. We create our future by creating and living in our present with words. Words mean things. You are a champion. You are healthy. No, you're not pre-diabetic. You are on a journey to be the healthiest version you can possibly be. That's what you are. Yeah. It's so fundamentally powerful, and everybody I've ever worked with, world champions, first have to start hearing about how they speak to themselves. If they're worthy, they talk about, I'm not worthy, I'm not talented enough, I'm not good enough. Well, we got to shift that whole language. Have to shift it right now. From that to I am a champion. I am consistent. I am getting better. Yep, Words mean things, and that's the way it works. Getting wet here. I think maybe I'll just pack it in right now, but just always keep that in mind. It's not woo-woo, guys. It's anything else but woo-woo. Words mean things. All right, that's it. Coach Richard out. Words mean things. All right, bye-bye.